could see. Got our pearls and our laughter too. The search for facts is always new. In this place we keep it real. Classy vibes and joyful zeal. Join the journey, it's just begun. We shine brighter than the sun. Hit the light and share the vibe. Crush those pearls, let's take the ride. Helen's here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. Spreading truth is what we do. So hit subscribe and join the crew. With every search we pave the way. Together we will save the day. With every laugh we lift our hearts. In the search we all take part. Thank you all for standing strong. Together we belong. Hit the light and share the vibe. Catch those pearls, let's take the ride. Come in here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. With every laugh we lift our hearts. In the search we all take part. Thank you all for standing strong. Together we belong. Hit the light and share the vibe. Crush those pearls, let's take the ride. Come in here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear.
The pearls were bound together through the storm and darkest weather. We search high, we search low, together everywhere we go. Justin's here and he's going live with the best fans by my side. We're a family, we hold strong. Together we can right the wrong. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars. Searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea. We are one in this community. Daily grind, but we're not stopping. Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars. Searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea. We are one in this community. Daily grind, but we're not stopping. Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars. Searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea. We are one in this community. In the night or in the day, girls will light and lead the way. Justin's heart and your support. Together we will hold the fort. Daily grind, but we're not stopping. Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care.
Click play and come along with me. Together with the truth you see. Got our pearls and our laughter too. The search for facts is always new. In this place we keep it real. Classy vibes and joyful zeal. Join the journey, it's just begun. We shine brighter than the sun. Hit the like and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Comments here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. Defending truth is what we do. So hit subscribe and join the crew. With every search we pave the way. Together we will save the day. Defending truth is what we do. So hit subscribe and join the crew. With every search we pave the way. Together we will save the day. With every laugh we lift our hearts. In the search we all take part. Thank you all for standing strong. Together we belong. Hit the like and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Comments here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. Hit the like and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Comments here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear.
Well, hello, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. Could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube. You have a lot of options anywhere on the internet, anywhere in the world, and you chose to be right here. I know your time is very valuable, and I do appreciate you spending some time with me. Today is June 3rd, 2025. It is currently 11:20 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. Thank you, Tina. Thank you, Nana. All right, guys. For those of you that was here earlier, thank you, Miss Debbie. Thank you. Hi, Robin. Good to see you all. R. Taylor, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that and that wonderful compliment. That means so much to me. Really does. Thank you so much, honey. Really do appreciate you. So I've been following this case for the last couple days, and I talked about it last night. I was going to start covering it today. Well, they found the girls last night, the 3 Decker sisters, and they are very young little girls. Let me show you a picture of them. This is the girls, beautiful, beautiful little girls, and it's just absolutely sad. So Paityn Decker, 9 years old, Evelyn Decker, 8 years old, Olivia Decker, 5 years old. They were tragically found dead near Rock Island Campground in Washington State. After disappearing during a scheduled visitation with their father, Travis Decker, the girls were last seen May 30th, 2025, when Decker picked them up from their mother's home. When they were not returned as planned, their mother, Whitney Decker, reported them missing that evening. And this is Travis Decker, the monster, also known as the biological father, that supposedly, allegedly unalived him. but when they were not returned as planned, their mother, Whitney Decker, reported them missing that evening. Authorities issued an endangered missing person alert on May 31st, but did not initiate an Amber Alert, citing that the situation did not meet necessary criteria. Yesterday, June 2nd, Decker's white 2017 GMC Sierra truck was found abandoned near the campground, leading to the discoveries of the three girls' remains. Travis Decker, a 32-year-old military veteran with known mental health struggles, is currently wanted on 3 counts of first-degree unaliving and kidnapping. He remains at large, and authorities caution that he may pose a significant risk if approached. The case has sparked a lot of outrage because the Amber Alert wasn't issued, but there's literally 5-10 minutes ago there is a press conference, and we're going to view that. This is a really hard one. Really hard one. I'm not gonna lie, it's a really hard one. I was doing I'm gonna show you guys a bunch of stuff. He has not been found yet at all, but there's a press conference that just took place, and we're going to view that. Something's not working here. All right, credit goes to KOMO. Bear with me one second. And we're going to get on way with that. We'll talk about this at the very end of this. Really a tragic one, guys. Really bothers me. This one does. They all bother me, but this one, it's so senseless. I thought Justin said he has known mental health struggles. He does. He was in the military. Yep, Tina. Yep. $20,000. Yep. All right, credit goes to KOMO. Link is provided in the description if you want to view it later without my commentary. Here we go.
Lead away, sir. Not a very big podium. Is everybody ready? Try not to tip over the podium here. Okay, I am Captain Brian Chance with the Wenatchee Police Department. This is Sheriff Morrison, obviously, with the Chelan County. And I'm going to start out the press release and talk about how we got to where we did just a couple of days ago or just yesterday. So I'll start off and give you a timeline of the involvement of Wenatchee Police Department in this case. On May 30th, at about 9:35 p.m., Wenatchee police officer Corporal Gonzalez responded to a call of a civil complaint. In responding to that call, he interviewed Whitney, the mother of the 3 young girls. There was no reported history of problems with the parenting plan. There were reported concerns of Travis being homeless and financially stressed recently. Whitney was clear that during the exchanges that had occurred in the past, that Travis was very communicative with her in any deviations from the parenting plan. Corporal Gonzalez, after speaking with Whitney, was able to identify Decker's vehicle through a local database called Spillman. He took the vehicle information and was able to enter it into Flock, which is a system of cameras that are located within the city and also in Chelan County. Flock located the vehicle, the white GMC Sierra, traveling northbound across the Wenatchee River Bridge. This was shortly after Decker had picked up the children for the visitation. After this information was obtained, and in addition, to information that had been received by Whitney that Travis frequented local hotels and often local campgrounds as well. All local hotels and campgrounds in East Wenatchee and Wenatchee were checked by patrol officers from those jurisdictions, and Decker was not located. Park rangers were also contacted at Confluence Park and made aware of the situation. An attempt to locate was then sent out by Corporal Gonzalez to all regional agencies containing Decker's information along with the vehicle information. After that, Corporal Gonzalez made contact with Washington State Patrol and consulted their unit for an Amber Alert. The information at the time did not meet the threshold for an Amber Alert. On May 31st, Corporal Gonzalez contacted Sergeant Eaton at about 7 a.m. and advised him of the situation. After that conversation had occurred, Detective Brian Hewitt with the Wenatchee Police Department and Detective Sergeant Joe Eaton discussed the incident as well, and Detective Hewitt responded that day to continue the investigation. The family was contacted and additional information was obtained. He learned Travis and the daughters did not arrive at a planned 5K running event that morning, which was out of the ordinary to Whitney. Travis had had a recent history of attending and being present for all the daughters' events and programs. And, at that point, Detective Hewitt started to reach out to some of his contacts at the state and federal levels as well. He enlisted the assistance of the FBI, and with assistance from the FBI, phone location data was obtained for Thursday through Friday, plotting locations in and around Leavenworth. Detective Hewitt then, with that information, went to Leavenworth and started focusing on the areas of Chumstick and Icicle Road, and did not have any success in locating Travis or his vehicle or the girls. Throughout that day, Detective Hewitt had multiple contacts again with WSP, or Washington State Patrol, and continued to provide updates and request an Amber Alert, which still the information that he provided and had obtained did not meet the threshold for the Amber Alert to be activated. However, an Endangered and Missing Person Alert, an EMPA, was activated by the Washington State Patrol at approximately 4:00 p.m. I want to explain a little bit that the Endangered and Missing Person Alert does generate a flyer that goes out to all the contacts through that State Patrol Missing and Endangered Person Unit. So that goes statewide. As well, the information for the alert is posted on the reader boards that I'm sure everybody's familiar with on the state highways around Washington, and those were activated here locally on the major ingress and egress highways such as Highway 2 and I-90. Also on May 31st, Detective Hewitt had developed and communicated probable cause for custodial interference first degree, 3 counts of custodial interference first degree, and began assembling the paperwork to obtain those warrants. The following day, on June 1st, Detective Hewitt conducted additional follow-up and completed his initial report and request for the arrest warrants for custodial interference, which were granted and later entered in the system. The following day, which was Monday, the WPD Detective Unit met to devise a plan for the day on follow-up and submitting necessary paperwork for the warrant to ensure that had all gone through. WSP was contacted again, referenced the Amber Alert, yet we still didn't meet the criteria. The EMPA was deemed to be the best fitting alert, and one of the things that I want to share with everybody about that EMPA, because it is a, I'll say, level below or degree below the Amber Alert, it actually comes with an expiration time. And we were able to work with WSP because we did actually reach our expiration for that alert, and it, by policy, was supposed to have been pulled down. But through good communication, good cooperation, and the relationship that we've built with Washington State Patrol over a long period of time, they agreed to leave that up. And we also enlisted the cooperation of the Department of Transportation as well, who has some input and does actually help WSP run those reader boards as well. So we were able to get that cooperation. And so I want to emphasize that WSP was very good to work with, as was DOT, and we had that information up and available to the public for as long as possible, extending past what the policy said it should have been up there for. Also on Monday, CCSO detectives were contacted and assisted. We communicated with them and developed a plan for CCSO detectives to check the areas of Chumstick and Icicle Road as well. Myself, Sergeant Eaton, and Detective Hewitt, shortly after coordinating with CCSO units, contacted the family and requested a meeting at the Wenatchee Police Department with the family and family representatives at approximately 10 a.m. The primary intent of the meeting was to provide an update to the family and answer any questions that they had about the ongoing investigation. The meeting was very positive and focused on maintaining good communication flowing back and forth both directions to maximize the exchange of information. At about 3:47 p.m., a CCSO deputy located the vehicle up the Icicle near the Rock Island campground. Sergeant Eaton and Detective Hewitt immediately responded to there to assist, and I remained at WPD to continue communication with the family and to coordinate additional law enforcement assistance from down here in the valley should it be needed. Upon arrival at the camp, upon arrival up there, the WPD units that responded connected with CCSO deputies that had responded to the scene as well. And from there, they began their ground search of the immediate area around the vehicle. The initial information that we were provided following the locating of the vehicle was that the vehicle was unoccupied. And shortly thereafter, we were advised that the bodies of the 3 young girls had been located in relatively close proximity to that vehicle. And Travis was nowhere to be found. At this point, I'm going to turn it over to Sheriff Morrison and allow him to continue the press conference.
Thank you, Captain. Evening, I'm Chelan County Sheriff Mike Morrison. I appreciate all you being here. I really want to make sure that I point out that it's moments like these where we see our community coming together, paying respects to those young individuals that lost their lives. I want to pay respects to Paityn, Evelyn, Olivia. Your memory will never be forgotten, and we will not stop pursuing justice for you until those that were accountable for this are found. So I do appreciate everyone being here. To follow up, I know the Captain Chance has already touched on a lot of the topics that we've already discussed. I want to give thanks to the Wenatchee Police Department, Chief Reinfeld, Captain Miller, Captain Chance, Sergeant Eaton with the Detectives Unit that provided Chelan County Sheriff's Office with the information we needed to properly assist them. For those you don't know, Chelan County is a large area. We have 2,900 plus square miles. When you're talking about trying to find individuals in a geographically diverse terrain, it's difficult. But by them doing their investigation follow through over the weekend, we're able to pinpoint it in the areas of Chumstick Highway, Icicle, Tumwater Canyon. I know that many of you here from the area recognize that's still a pretty large area, but we're fortunate to have partnerships with the U.S. Forest Service that funds some of our deputies, specifically U.S. Forest Service deputies that are contracted with us. Our Forest Service deputy was able to go up the Icicle. We're about 18 miles up for those of you who have not been up there. And that deputy was able to locate the vehicle suspect. We did back off to make sure we were in compliance with Washington state law when it comes to de-escalation, controlling pace. We called additional units. I know that many members of the community were concerned, asking why we were having deputies, police officers from East Wenatchee, Douglas County, Wenatchee PD, responding at a high rate of speed. This was an important situation for us. We took it as a high priority. Once we had additional units on scene, we did secure the vehicle, determined that we were able to bring in additional resources, which was our East Cascade SWAT team that did an additional search of the surrounding area of the campsite in question until we determined that a perimeter had been established and that it was safe enough for additional detectives and the Washington State Patrol's crime lab to come in and assist us as we process that scene. As Captain Chance already mentioned, that was prompted when we did find the bodies of the deceased. Again, our condolences and our heartfelt sympathy goes out to the Decker family. We know they're struggling, but I want them to know they're not struggling alone. We suffer as a community. It has hit many of us hard. Going on 20 years, I don't think I've had a situation that has really almost prompted tears to come up. We feel for the family, and we see as everyone else is out here, they're not suffering alone. There's a lot of people here supporting them. We were able to do a extensive processing of the scene throughout the night while we maintained perimeter security. Once that was secured, the vehicle was taken back for an additional search warrant. We brought in additional units that come in and assist us. That'd be our federal partners from U.S. Border Patrol, Homeland Security Investigations, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the Marshal's Office. They did an extensive search today, in addition to the Air National Guard, bringing in aviation supplies to come in, fly over there. We had drones in the air. We've been conducting a search since early this morning up until later on this afternoon. That, unfortunately, has not allowed us to locate the suspect yet, but we are not done searching. As we speak, the Marshal's Office, the FBI, they're processing leads, they're conducting follow-up, and we will not rest until Travis is located. Travis, if you're listening, this is your opportunity to turn yourself in. Do the right thing, do what you need to do, and take accountability for your actions. We're not gonna go away, we're not gonna rest, and we're gonna make sure we find you. You will be brought to justice. Those young ladies deserve it. We will take additional questions later on, but the Sheriff's Office, the Wenatchee Police Department, East Wenatchee, Douglas County, and all of our federal partners are gonna continue to work with one another to ensure that justice is served. Thank you.
Sheriff, is their dad still alive?
We are unsure if Mr. Decker is currently alive, but we are taking it that he is still out there. And again, we will not rest until we've located him, whether he's alive or he's dead. We want to make sure that he's brought back.
For the public that's keeping an eye out for him, is there anything in his records that would suggest that he's black?
Not at this time, but based off the allegations that are being made against him, we do consider him to be a threat towards the community. We also ask the community to stay out of the Icicle Gorge area for the time being until we can secure that area and ensure that he is not there. That is a big area. We're talking about the enchantments. We're talking about French Creek, going up on those spur trails. It's a popular area that we like to recreate in as well. We don't close it down or encourage people not to go there lightly, but for the best interest of the public, we'd encourage them find other places to recreate until we can ensure that that area is safe. Can you come a little bit closer, ma'am? Thank you.
Would you mind providing a little bit additional details about the scene where the girls were found?
Within reason, but I'm not going to go into a lot of details in regards to the scene because our investigative unit has requested that a lot of that information remain private until we can ensure that the information we are sharing is not going to compromise the investigation. Again, we don't want to rush. We don't want to take any chances that we would give him any opportunity to be able to beat this later on in court.
Is there belief that he could be outside of this area you guys are searching right now, or is there strong belief this is here?
Nope. We have no leads that are showing specifically where he's at. So as we're taking it, he could be anywhere within the nation. And that's why we have our federal partners on scene helping us bring in additional resources that a medium-sized agency like Chelan County would not be able to provide. Again, this is the importance of having those partnerships with federal government and larger agencies, especially Washington State Patrol. We cannot do this without their assistance, and we're thankful for that.
Do you have any reason to believe Mr. Decker might have found a second vehicle to travel in?
That could be a possibility. Nothing's off the table. We're going to continue to actively pursue him, and we understand that he could be anywhere, and we're taking that into consideration. Thanks to the U.S. Marshal's Office that have come in and brought additional resources. Again, the Federal Bureau of Investigations, Homeland Security Investigations. We are searching anywhere and everywhere for him.
Sheriff, thanks for taking our questions. Have you had any contact with Mr. Decker's family?
We've been in continuous contact. I know that Captain Chance and Captain Miller have been in regular communications with them. I spoke with them yesterday and today and assured them that anything they needed from our local resources, they were available. They are absolutely cooperating. They have been very supportive of our efforts, and we've reminded them we could not do this. We could not conduct our investigation and have a better understanding of Travis without their assistance. And again, we're very appreciative of what they've done so far.
Is Upper Icicle Road still physically barricaded? Is there a point where people cannot travel further?
Our barricade will be lifted later on today. Again, we have continued to expand our search further and further down Icicle. Last I heard, we were around milepost 4. Again, we're encouraging people, do not go there. Even if our roadblock is lifted, we are not saying that the area is safe. Until we locate him, we're determining nothing's off the table.
Mr. Decker had a dog with him at a certain point. Do we know if the dog was present at that campsite at any point?
We do know the dog was present and that our units, when they arrived on scene, did locate the dog.
Did they use the canines in the search?
I would check with our captain, but I am not sure if a dog's been used.
Has there been any other evidence found, bone or anything like that?
There has been other evidence found. We really appreciate Washington State Patrol and their crime lab team for coming in, doing such a thorough search. Our investigative units with detectives, Wenatchee PD, Chelan County Sheriff's Office. Again, we did not hustle this. We went through, we were methodical with it, and we made sure to cover every single thing possible because we recognize the weight of this situation.
Sheriff, a question from our newsroom right now. Do you know if any of Mr. Decker's family members are missing his dad, perhaps?
We've been in communication with several members of Mr. Decker's family. We know that they've also been willing to cooperate with us. I believe his dad's flying in to talk with us and work with us a little bit further. We appreciate their cooperation as well.
So his dad is not missing.
At this time, I'm not aware of his father being missing or any other members of his family missing. Again, that's just based off the information I currently have. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. We know that our coroner's office, that'd be the Chelan County's coroner's office, is going through that process and will continue to do their portion of the investigation as well. I won't speak on that half.
That the girl's been brought physically home.
They are still being cared for by the Chelan County coroner's office.
Was there any sign of any other vehicles in the area?
At this time, we have not gotten an update for what additional information has been obtained today. We just know the investigation is ongoing. We'll conclude it at that. Appreciate it. We will have another press conference tomorrow. I believe that's going to be at 1800 hours. Again, we appreciate everyone being out here showing support for the family. I can tell you they do appreciate all of you being here. We spoke with them. This is the kind of support you like to see from our county. It really represents what Chelan County is all about. And again, the family thanks you for that. And any information that you have that could assist us with the investigation, please continue to bring that information in. We do have the FBI, in addition to members of the Wenatchee Police Department, Chelan County Sheriff's Office that is working leads, following up on them actively, and we have analysts going through data online as well. We are taking this serious and we'll continue to do what we can to assist. Thank you.
All right, so
Do you know Jackie? Jack.
there we have it. Really, really sad. It does say that they did find evidence, which I thought was very interesting. Very, very interesting. So obviously that makes me wonder, he might be alive then. He actually might be alive then. So they died by I can't even say it right now. Why can't I say it? I don't know why I can't say it. You know what I mean. I'll say it in a minute. I'm just tongue-tied, I guess. I'm really tired. Asphyxiation. Why can't I say it? I say it all the time. Sometimes I get like that. Okay. That bothers me when I can't do this. Okay, let's get on with it. So some more stuff coming out. More stuff coming out here. I don't know why I can't say it. I did that the other day with the word, and I finally got it. But
Vactive Besa is bringing the uplift right to you. When you download the Fox Local app, you can watch any episode anytime.
give me 2 seconds here, yeah.
Platforms.
Well, tonight, court documents are detailing the circumstances leading up to the discovery of those young girls' bodies. Investigators say that Travis scouted out the location where the girls were found the day before he actually picked them up. They say the girls' bodies were found about 100 feet away from a truck down a small embankment. Now, preliminary examination suggests the cause of death was likely asphyxiation or a lack of oxygen. The Chelan County coroner took custody of their bodies and has since
asphyxiation. That's better. That's better. Asphyxiation. Why can't I say it? Asphyxiation. There we go. There we go.
Identified
That's
them
better.
as Paityn, Evelyn, and Olivia.
Oh, was that it?
Dr. Besa is bringing the
Okay. So we did look at some of the court documents earlier, or with the divorce that was going on. Everything was a pretty amicable divorce. They had been divorced since 2023. The court documents reveal new details just more recently in the last few months that she became a little bit more concerned. She said when Travis took the children the other day, he's usually very talkative, but he was a little bit less talkative than normal. But you're never expecting, right? You're never expecting for someone, you know, the father of your children, who has been a good father up until now, to do something like this. Hey, Sandy, thank you so much. Really do appreciate you. 2 months. They should have had dude's picture up on the screen in the whole update so people would know who to look for. You're right. You're right, Sandy. You're right. Damn, I mean, I've already showed him once here during the... It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Little girls gone forever because of a monster. Absolute monster. So let's see what it says right here. This was just updated an hour ago. Right, here we go. They've been doing a really good... What happened to my computer? Okay, there we go. Cause of death for the 3 girls killed. I cannot speak. I'm so tired. Killed near Wenatchee identified. They called it off.
Save time creating content and generate a high quality.
Oh my God. Come on, man.
Wenatchee police have just announced they found those 3 sisters who were reported missing.
So it takes me over here. Can y'all see that? Okay, we got it. Give me 2.
Save time creating content and generate a high quality.
We're following breaking news. The 3 young girls who had been reported missing have now been found dead near Leavenworth Campground. I'm Sam Adams.
And I'm Kalai Chalk. Wenatchee police have just announced they found those 3 sisters who were reported missing out of Wenatchee last week dead. And now the search is on to find their father, 32-year-old Travis Decker, wanted for 3 counts of murder in the first degree and kidnapping. Law enforcement found the girls' bodies yesterday afternoon near the Rock Island Campground in Leavenworth. The 9, 8, and 5-year-old sisters were never returned to their mother in Wenatchee after a scheduled visit with Decker on Friday night. Crews are processing the scene right now, where they also found Decker's truck. Now, the campground is listed with a Leavenworth address. It has access from Icicle Road. A missing persons alert went out Friday for the girls, but it was canceled last night after they discovered their bodies.
Authorities right now looking for their father, Travis Decker. On your screen right now, take a close look at your screen. He's 32 years old with brown hairs and black hair, I should say. He's 5'8" and 190 pounds.
This is the thing that I'm wondering right now. All right, so let's say, well, we know that the girls were found close to the truck, right? The kids were found close to the truck. Travis was not near the truck. We don't know where he's at. So either he's in the woods alive or otherwise, or he walked somewhere, which someone should have probably seen him by then, right? Or someone came and picked him up. Right? Sheesh, that looks like two different men. Yeah. Yep, it does. I wonder if Travis took the girls to Leavenworth. Yes, he did. He did. Fun to ski. We actually viewed the park earlier in my other live earlier today. We went really much deeper into it. He saved the dog. What was he thinking? Was there a dog saved? I don't know about that. Or carjacking, perhaps, I guess, yeah. We were looking, I mean, I was speculating earlier, and we were looking at his Facebook profile, and the only picture, his profile is completely private, except this photo right here, and he's got a picture from about 2 weeks ago of some deer skulls, and people was asking, what the hell is that? Like, people that know him. He's only got 77 friends on his Facebook, and you can't see his response. Or you can see one response, I think it is. I can't remember what he said, but I'm like, is this premeditated? I don't know. Yeah. He could have, Cassie. He could have. This is in Washington State. What form of asphyxiation? Said it fine right there. I don't know what's wrong with me. Limes, guys. It's limes. Don't know. If he was organized, he might had a second vehicle. Very well could have.
Counts. He was last seen wearing a light colored shirt and dark shorts. Police don't know if this man is currently armed, but they do say he may pose a significant risk. If you do see him, you're told not to contact or approach him, but call 911 immediately. Now, he's also said to be transient and living out of his truck. They also say he's former military with extensive training. Again, they say do not approach him if you see him.
As for the 3 children, we don't know how they died or when they were killed. Now we're working to get more information, and we have a crew on the way to the crime scene near Leavenworth. But that will end it here. Of course, stay here for updates on Nonstop Local.
So we do know that they died of asphyxiation now. That is something that we do know. For sure. That is something that we do know. I wanted to show you, they had a get together earlier, and I want to show you that. I was getting stuff prepared for Lily and Jack, and all of this happened. Maybe it's on the Facebook. I got so many things pulled up here, guys. I know it's here somewhere. 2 seconds, y'all. Okay. What did I do with it? Okay. Maybe. Three. Let me just do this. I'll just try to pull it up again, I guess. There was a vigil earlier, and I was trying to, I've got it here somewhere. I need to go to bed, y'all. Well, let me play this while I do that.
Good morning. I'm Molly Shen. We begin with breaking news and a sad update out of Chelan County. 3 girls reported missing over the weekend have now been found dead. Wenatchee police say a pickup truck belonging to the girls' father was found empty yesterday afternoon near the Rock Island campground near Leavenworth. Officers searched the area and found the bodies of the 3 girls. Their father, Travis Decker, was not there. Investigators say it all started when the girls' mother called Wenatchee police on Friday night and reported the girls had not returned from a planned visitation with their father. That's when the search to find them started. Their disappearance did not meet standards for an Amber Alert, but an endangered missing person alert was issued on Saturday. Detectives were able to track down some of the father's vehicle's movements, and that eventually led officers close to the area where they found that pickup truck and then the tragic discovery of the girls' bodies. They were ages 5, 8, and 9 years old.
Guys, I cannot tell you the amount of outpouring that this community has done. It has been just amazing, truly amazing. Look at this.
All understand. It would be the guard of our heart and mind. Christ Jesus. We say this together. In Jesus' name. Amen.
Often in grief, words fail us. So instead, we turn to the familiar words of Scripture. This time, soul.
All understand. It would be the guard of our heart and mind. Christ Jesus. We say this together. In Jesus' name. Amen.
Often in
Look
grief,
at how many people there are there, guys.
fail us. So instead, we turn to the familiar words of Scripture. This
Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? There's just so many there. That's from Alex McLoon King 5. And I want to show you this. I don't know like why he snapped like this. Like it's words fail me because like hold on. Am I still here? If y'all can hear me, just give me a second. It's not. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Yeah, I am having a lot of technical difficulties. This is the area that he was found in earlier. I think this is the second vigil that they have had, by the way. Rhode Island campground right here off Icicle Creek. That's the area that he was found, or they were found in. They did say they found some evidence, which is good. There has already been over 2,000 more. Bad audio. Echo, echo. Can you hear me now? Audio good now? Okay. There's been another 2,000 people join. There's over 10,000 in the group now. Over 10,000 in the group. Look at these beautiful faces. It's just unbelievable, really. The group is called Remembering Paityn, Evelyn, and Olivia. And people are just making all kinds of things for them. Is there any media? Let's see here. This is the type of truck. This is the truck that they were looking for earlier. I really didn't think this one really shocked me. This is Mom. This one really shocked me because I did not think that this one would end up the way it did. I really didn't think so. I've gotten help from the VA, but I feel bad for using up taxpayer money. Well, their ages are 6. Hold on, let me see here. Paityn's 9, Evelyn's 8, and Olivia's 5. Seems like a coward. He would want to unalive himself. I know, right? I know. I figured this one was going to be something that was solved relatively quickly. The GoFundMe now. Oh wow. It was at 200,000. Was it 200,000 earlier? Hold on. Now it is at $301,000. That's amazing. It's at $301,000 now. 301,413. That's amazing. 301,668. 5,000 people just donated. I mean, it's just How does this happen? The goal was 200, yeah. And, this mother, that just hit me like a ton of bricks right there. This mother has 3 funerals to plan. Absolutely. Yes. Thank you, Joe, for your service. She has 3 funerals to plan. My heart just hurts for her. You're right. Absolutely. Absolutely. She would give everything away. Everything. You know, but it's also for her to, you know, take off of work for a little while, because she's just, I don't know. How can she even get out of bed? I don't know. Who could, Faye? You know what I mean? Who could? I'm not sure I could go on with what happened. I don't know. I know, Teresa, it really does. I don't think I could survive that kind of pain. No. You know, they go for 2 hours on Friday, or 5 to 7, I think we read earlier, on Fridays. From like Saturdays, it's like 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Sundays, it's like 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Yes, I feel sorry for all the grandparents. I feel sorry for even I feel sorry for Travis's parents. They're grandparents too. That's their son. She just has to stay strong to fight for her children. If he's still alive, it's going to be difficult. Merge, that is, we have talked about this so many times. Filicide, one of the main causes of filicide is hurting your ex, or hurting your husband, or hurting your wife. They want to cause so much damage to someone that feels like done them wrong, you know. And I think it could, you know, speculating at this point, I think it could very well be something like that. You know, he's living in his truck, right? We had it all, you know, the 2.5 kids, the white picket fence, was in the military, everything was great. We divorced in 2023, and it's went downhill for me ever since. I can see it. So someone did ask, did he pay child support? He did, and has on and off. He was having some times where he said he couldn't pay child support because he was homeless or whatever. But that's the mom said recently in the court documents that he's been getting, quote, more unstable. A parenting plan was also filed where Whitney noted that there was no concerns of abandonment, neglect, child use, DV, ASSAULT, or S offense. Neither parent had any issues with neglect, emotional, physical problems, substance abuse, lack of emotional ties, abusive use of conflict, or withholding the children. None of that. Until September 20th, 2024. Not that long ago. Not that long ago. Whitney says, quote, since our separation in the court filings, it has become increasingly clear that Travis has been struggling to maintain stability in his life. The, quote, lack of stability led to a, quote, negative impact on our children, end quote. She said that they, quote, deeply affected, end quote, which led to, quote, heightened emotional stress, end quote. She says this is apparent through screaming and crying bouts at drop off or when they get off a phone call, she wrote. She said it was in the children's best interest to no longer go overnight, and their father until their father is no longer homeless, because she didn't know it, but he was literally taking them to a shelter, and they were sleeping on a mattress. She did not know it. He was lying to her and the courts. He has military training. He knows how to survive in the woods. Yes. I was looking at a case not too long ago, and this guy unalives his whole family, and he had premeditated this months in advance, and he built the armory. Was not a shelter. Okay, it was the armory. You're right, Fundaski. You're right. But it was with a bunch of strange men. Thank you for clearing that up. It was the armory, now that you say that. But this guy, he built a shelter in like the earth. And he had like pews and explosives and all that stuff. And they ended up finding him. It was like a bunker. Yeah, a bunker. I hope they find him alive so those babies get their justice. I do too, Suzanne. I want the mom to be able to at least, he will have to hear it. You know what I mean? You remember that? Yep. I can't remember where that was. She was actually, his wife was actually a YouTuber. I think it should have been supervised visitation only as well. How about Lindsay Clancy? Poor husband. He didn't have any sympathy for all of the public, and his wife unalived all three of his little kids. There was the three little boys in Ohio not too long ago as well. With him going downhill per se, you would think visitation would be supervised. I don't know. You would think there would have been an Amber Alert as well. Now, not to say that the Amber Alert would have helped in this situation, because it may not have. But it met the criteria. They knew everything. They knew everything. Chad Doberman. Yep. There you go. Ohio. I knew it was Ohio. I saw the body cam on that. It's bad. Yep. That is true. That is true, Elisa. Justin, check my text. Martel said police have retrieved surveillance cameras footage in New Glasgow that shows himself, the children's mother, Malaya Brooks Murray, and the couple's 1-year-old baby, Meadow, and Lily and Jack. He said he couldn't say where the footage came from because it might be important to the investigation. Boy, that's interesting. Doberman did? Wow. Wine and cheese, it was asphyxiation. You would think Gemini. Yeah. Yeah. Martell. I was just that when I was reading that, it was about Martell. Someone else text me. Here, I resent it to you. What's this? Oh, yeah. I got this. Yeah. Yep. I think I got that already. I'm pretty sure. All right. Okay, I read that. I got that. I got that. Bodies of 3 sisters found. Their visit to father. Court records reveal likely cause of death. Okay, that's not a video. 1 second, y'all. I want to make sure. What is this? Okay. All right, guys. I guess that's it. I need to go to bed. Your Coke case pretty bad. I don't know that one. Coke, is it pronounced Coke? I had to wake up super early this morning. And morning. Me too, Justin. Tuck me in. I'd tuck you in. Oh, FF6. Perfect timing. You can go back. Just go back. And see me relearn how to say asphyxiation that I could not say earlier. You're welcome. The reward for any information that leads to Decker's captures up to 20,000 now. KOMO. Any reward? Let's see here. I think it's. Oh God. Make sure. Reward for Decker. Yep. WVTM says it $20,000 reward.
Run tonight, charged with killing his 3 young daughters in Washington state.
His family tells us he has ties to Pewaukee. Police in Wenatchee, Washington are.
He is from. That's a good point, guys. That's a good point. He might be in freaking Wisconsin right now. Was it something I said? I get up and everyone goes. LMA. No, Uber, it's not you. No, baby, it's not you, honey. It's not you, it's me. Trust me, it's not you, it's me. Thank you, Suzanne. But he could be in Wisconsin. He's from Wisconsin.
Are now searching for him
Investigative reporter James Stratton has the new court records tonight. And James, some of these details are incredibly disturbing.
And Blake, Travis Decker wanted for 3 counts of murder, 3 of
Maybe
kidnapping.
Debbie.
Court records that we've obtained say police found his 3 daughters with zip-tied wrists and bags over their heads yesterday. They did not find Decker and say he could pose a, quote, significant risk if someone runs into him. Police say they found the bodies of his daughters near his vehicle at a remote campground near Wenatchee yesterday. You can see the center part of the state. Here are his daughters, 9-year-old Paityn, 8-year-old Evelyn, and 5-year-old Olivia. Police issued an endangered missing person alert for the 3 back on Saturday after Decker didn't return them following a planned visitation. Again, this is the man that Wenatchee, Washington police are looking for. His name is Travis Decker. They're asking for the public's help to find him.
And James, you've also learned through your investigation.
I hope he gets decked in prison.
Today, he has ties to Pewaukee.
The 2 family members, Blake, that we spoke to this afternoon.
What's it called?
Family members, Blake, that we spoke to this afternoon. Decker, they're asking for the public's help to find him.
And James, you've also learned through your investigation today, he has ties to Pewaukee.
The 2 family members, Blake, that we spoke to this afternoon said he grew up there. Still unclear, though, how long he's been away. Pewaukee police say they're not involved in the investigation. We have yet to hear back from the Waukesha County Sheriff's Office as police in Washington continue to search for that 32-year-old.
Hello. All right. I don't either. I'll never understand it either. Never, ever, ever get it. But if I hear anything, if they get, there's an arrest, my phone will ping and I'll go live. Doesn't matter what time it is. Oh, thank you, Uber Fuber. Thank you so much, my dear. I really do appreciate that, honey. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Very kind of you. Oh, what's this? I'm getting something in. If you received one of those memberships, make sure you thank our Uber Fuber. Oh. Y'all were trying to keep me on here longer, aren't ya? Jeremy and Bailey Koch. High school sweethearts together over 25 years. Our love story consists of fighting, suicidal, thoughts, and attempts publicly so you know you're not alone. We fight with you, and God is stronger than the battle. You see this? I'm not familiar. May 9th, the paperwork to approve TMS treatment for Jeremy's mental health battle will be submitted today. What did he do? Did he do something? Hold on. I got to figure this out. Jeremy and Bailey Koch. Tell me about Jeremy and is it Bailey Koch? Bailey. Let's see. I don't know anything about it. Involved in mental health advocacy, sharing their personal struggles through their platform, anchoring health for mental. Tragically, their lives ended in a suspected unaliving suicide that also claimed the lives of their two teenage sons. They were in Nebraska. Jeremy Koch was diagnosed with severe depression in 2009 and survived multiple suicides attempts over the years. Bailey, a special education teacher, stood by him, documenting their journey to destigmatize mental illness and advocate for better mental health. They co-authored blogs and spoke publicly about their experience. Despite the efforts, Jeremy's mental health deteriorated. In March 2025, Bailey reported waking up to Jeremy standing over her with a knife, an incident that led to his hospitalization. He underwent various treatments, including I can't say it this evening. Electroconvulsive. Guys, when I get tired, it gets really bad for me. I shouldn't speak. Mini Panthers, thank you so much, my dear. 3 Skelton brothers from Michigan were recently declared dead. No bodies. Suspect is father. I need to talk about that. Yes. West Virginia. Uber. Okay, so my question is, okay, are they alive? Are they alive here? That's what I don't understand. Maybe I'm just too tired. What am I reading? On May 10th, 2025, just hours before their son Hudson's high school graduation, authorities discovered the bodies of Jeremy, Bailey, Hudson, and Asher in their home near Johnson Lake, Nebraska. All 4 had suffered fatal stab wounds, and a knife was found at the scene. Investigators believe Jeremy unalived his family before taking his own life. Bailey's parents, I think I do recall this, maybe. Bailey's parents, Lane and Peg Kugler, expressed their grief and frustration over the tragedy, emphasizing the need for improved mental health care systems. Bailey's writings and advocacy work continue to resonate with many. Her contribution to platforms like Her View from Home and the country's Anchoring Hope blog. Wow. Just tragic. That's, guys, this is the family. Good family, man. It's really, really bad. Do you guys know that there is a device they can put in your head now that helps with a lot of depression and OCD? I forget what it's called, but it's a little device that they put in your head. It's drug-free, and it really helps people with depression and OCD and all of that. I was like, wow. They put chips in your hippocampus. Does it somehow? Hold on. What's the drug-free thing they put in your head to help with an OCD? TMS. It's a non-invasive drug-free therapy where magnetic pulses delivered to specific parts of the brain involved in mood regulation, usually left in your prefrontal cortex, is commonly used for treatment-resistant depression, OCD, anxiety disorder, and PTSD in some cases. How does it work? You sit in a chair while a magnetic coil is placed against your head. It delivers repetitive pulses that stimulates underactive areas of the brain. Each session lasts 20 to 40 minutes. It's typically done 5 days a week for 4 to 6 weeks. It doesn't require anesthesia, and you're awake the whole time. Just some tapping on the scalp and a woodpecker-like clicking sound. Transcranial magnetic stimulation. I'll show it to you. Let's see here. Like a defibrillator for the brain, sort of. Yeah.
"90 Seconds to Better Health" is Brian Green's
Medical Center is now offering a treatment approved by the FDA
It's been out for a long time. It's the only FDA non-drug
for
approved.
patients who have suffered from depression and have not been helped by medications. Dr. Sasha Strungis explains.
Transcranial magnetic stimulation is one of the new modes of treatment, mostly for depressive disorder. Really strong magnets are applied above the brain, and they cause depolarization of neural cells. And it has been proven to be beneficial, especially in the mood disorders.
If a patient has tried more than 4 different depression medications and received no relief, that patient may be eligible for this treatment.
Treatment consists of 5 times a week, times 4 to 6 weeks. Generally, treatment is between 20 and 40 minutes.
The Medical Center is the first facility in this region offering transcranial magnetic stimulation.
It is an excellent alternative and an excellent mode of treatment.
So,
To learn more,
the success rate in randomized controlled trial, 82% of patients responded and 65% achieved remission after 30 seconds. It's my son did this works. I mean, because a lot of people give this amazing things, and this is for, and again, I'm not a doctor. Talk to your doctor. I'm gonna give that warning. It's for treatment resistant. So I thought it was a chip. I don't think it's a chip. I think it's a magnetic pulse. They don't even put anything in your head, I don't think. Or maybe they do. Do they put anything? Hold on. do they put anything in your head? No, it doesn't involve anything in your head. I thought it did. They place a magnetic coil on the outside of your scalp, usually near your forehead. It sends magnetic pulses into specific regions of the brain that control mood, motivation, and behavior. You're fully awake sitting in a chair like you're at the dentist, but instead of drilling teeth, you're waking up your brain circuits. No implants, no surgery, no anesthesia, no medicine. What it feels like: light tapping or knocking on your scalp. Some say it feels like a woodpecker drumming. You might get a headache the first few sessions, but it's usually temporary. It's totally non-invasive, mean nothing goes inside your body.
Call Medical Center Psychiatry at 270-843-5103 for an appointment. I'm Beverly Herbert, wishing you better health.
90 Seconds to Better Health was brought to you by the Medical Center.
Okay. This is it.
More and more adventurous, and you would make further and further out gambles as to what you would dream. Finally, you would dream where you are now.
This is the actual procedure. Right here. So you sit down like a dentist chair, and it sends it into a certain part of the brain. Right there. Magnetic pulses. And that's it. Look at this.
Headed in to get my deep TMS treatment. I've been going every day this week. I'll be going every day for the next 2 weeks.
I gotta put this music on for this because it'll throw me off.
Looking forward to it. See how this goes. I'm Juliet Paulo. I'm 21 years old. I started dealing with my depression when I was around 14.
She started having depression and anxiety symptoms when she was in high school or middle school, high school, and came to me and told me what was going on.
I had a really hard time going to school every day. I couldn't get out of bed. I didn't want to eat.
Yeah.
I was just miserable all of the time. And I realized that this wasn't a normal way to feel and that I needed to talk to someone about it. So I started seeing my psychiatrist, Dr. Krunick.
We've used medication and therapy to help treat her depression.
Trying a whole host of different medications. Nothing really worked perfectly for me, and I really struggled with taking it every day.
That's one of the reasons why we ultimately decided to do the deep TMS.
Deep TMS, or deep transcranial magnetic stimulation, is the treatment of depression in which we use repetitive magnetic fields or pulses of fields to actually stimulate areas of brain that are responsible for development of depression.
So when I first saw the machine that I would be using, I was definitely nervous. It's not something that people talk about a lot.
I was not aware of deep TMS and what the possibilities were. At first I was like, this is kind of like Frankenstein. She's going to have somebody messing with her brain. And, it was a little bit scary. And then I spoke to Dr. Krunick and, she explained to me that really, the medication is really doing the exact same thing.
The brain cell can be activated in two ways. It can be activated chemically and it can be activated with magnetic stimulation.
All right, we are all strapped in. Treatment.
You hear that sound? It sounds like a woodpecker.
Is going. About to watch some Netflix and hang out. Basically just feels like for 20 minutes, every second there's a little tap on your head. Kind of like just a light tap. It's not really uncomfortable. It's just kind of odd the first couple of treatments, and then you don't even think about it. My first round.
I mean, for me, if I did it, there would be like cobwebs and crickets in there.
Of treatments, I watched basically all of Brooklyn Nine-Nine on Netflix on my phone.
Very cool.
Cool.
I'm currently watching Schitt's Creek on my phone at my treatments.
Toast.
A toast. But yeah, it's just 20 minutes. I got nothing else to do, so I just watch TV. Okay, I'm leaving my TMS treatment. Went well. 20 minutes. Watch Schitt's Creek. Big day.
Within a couple of weeks, I really noticed, her getting back to being herself.
Your insurance will pay for this most of the time.
So after I got the deep TMS treatment, I had no trouble getting out of bed in the morning. I functioned like a normal person my age might.
Old, funny, happy personality, and going out with her friends a little bit more, and just really getting back to my daughter.
Juliet's depression improved
13 months. How you
80%.
doing?
So this was her, huge and great response. Keep in mind that medications usually give patients about 30-40% recovery and improvements. This is 80%. So she really felt better. That's really extremely rewarding.
Going from 30% to 80%. Oh yeah, your insurance covers it. Yeah, it's used almost in everywhere now. My brain rolls around my skull like a ruler. Yeah. What was that? Remember Felix the cat clocks with their eyes? That's me. God, I'm showing my age. Okay.
It makes you sort of believe in the treatment and actually feel good about actually providing that treatment to patients.
She continued the treatments, and when she was finished, then she was fine and she could go back to school. So it really was a life changer for us.
It's amazing because it really opens up the entirely different way of approaching mental illness.
Yes, because after, again, talk to your doctor, but from what I understand, the very little bit about this, you go into remission. Like, it's nothing that you have to continue to do. Like, after, you have that clock, Justin. Okay, we got each other. I have trouble with not getting too wild these days. Well, it's just like anything else it's chemical. Yeah, just like your liver might be sick or it never functioned right or there's something, it's just the same thing. Look like Conehead from the old SML. Yeah. All right, guys. I love the Coneheads. Remember that show, Coneheads? Yeah. That's good, Lorraine. It's worked for 60 years for me. Wow. Looks like a hairdryer. Yes. All right, guys. Good night. It's almost 1 o'clock. I got to go to bed. I'll see you guys tomorrow, Lord willing. Good night. Keep this family in your prayers, this mother. What about the other 20%? Maybe they do medicine and that. I don't know. Nothing's 100%. Are you going live? Josh, you going live? Thanks, wine and cheese. Go over to Lab After Dark. Good night, everyone. God bless.